Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a mini lesson about counting time using the Make 60 approach. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our word problem. So our word problem is, Sally is going to Colorado. She needs to be in Colorado by 2:15 p.m. If it takes 5 hours to drive to Colorado, when will Sally need to leave her house? So first we're going to go ahead and underline a couple things. So we're going to underline our known time. So we know that she needs to get to Colorado by 2:15 p.m. So we're going to go ahead and mark 2:15 on our timeline also. So this is when she needs to be there by. So I'm going to write arrive. Then we know also it takes her 5 hours to drive to Colorado. So we know the time that we're going to arrive and our travel time, but we don't know the time that we're going to leave for Colorado. So in order to do this, we're going to have to count backwards, and we're going to do this using the Make 60 approach. So the Make 60 approach is also a lot like when we used to use our Make 10 approach, but since it's using time, we're making 60 because that makes 60 seconds equals a minute, or 60 minutes equals an hour. So we're going to start it out. We know we need 5 hours back, so we're going to start it out by going to make 60. So if we're starting at 2:15, we're going to go back 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and write minus 15. So that leaves us at 2 o'clock. So now we can count by hours. So we're at 2 o'clock, so we can go back 1 hour minus 1 hour. And this 15 also is minutes, not hours. So we've gone back 15 minutes, 1 hour, and go back another hour. And before we go back to that other hour, I'm going to point this out here. So this is PM, and this is AM. Right here at 12 o'clock is when it changes from AM to PM. So if it's 12 o'clock right now, once we go back to the next one, it's going to go to AM. So it's 12 o'clock PM, and then it's going to go to 11 o'clock AM once we cross this little line. So we're going to go back 1 more hour. So that leaves us at 3 hours and 15 minutes. We need to make it to 5. So we're going to go back another hour. Okay, so now we're at 4 hours and 15 minutes. And now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just count by, we're going to have to do the Make 60 again. So we're going to go back by 15s again. So since we have 4 hours, 15 minutes, we need to get 45 more minutes. So we're going to go back 15. Sorry, we're not going to go back 15. Okay, we're going to go back to 30 this time because that's a little bit easier than going back to 45. So we're going to go back 30 minutes. And then to make it 45 minutes, we just need to go back 15 more. So another thing we can do here, since we have 4 hours and then we have all these minutes left, we can regroup. So we're going to take this 15 minutes and this 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and regroup them. So 15 plus 15. And that's going to give us 5 and 5 is 10. So then 1, 1, 1. That'll be 30. So now we have 30. So we can get rid of these two. And then we have one more 30. So we're going to add these two 30s together also. So now it's 0, 0, 0. 3 and 3 is 6. So that gives us 60 minutes, which gives us 1 hour. So now we can just take these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all these minutes added up to an hour. So that leaves us with 5 hours, which gives us our initial time that we needed to leave, which is 9:15. So I'm just going to point this out here too. These big numbers down here are the hours, and these little tally marks kind of divide the hours up into fractions. And it's going to be 15, 30, and 45. So it's going to be 9:15 that we arrived. So I'm going to go ahead and write that here. 9:15. So now we can show that we know how to go back in time, starting in PM and then going back to AM.